Hello guys, hope you're doing well. In trigonometric integration, trigonometric identities and formulas are extremely important. In many cases, before we can integrate, we first need to simplify the integrand using trigonometric identities and only then apply integration. So if you are not comfortable with these identities and formulas, it will be very difficult to handle this type of integral. That is why before moving on, let me first review some of the most important trigonometric identities with you. And if you want a more complete discussion, you can also check the trigonometric playlist, where these identities are explained in details. When we want to integrate even powers of sine or cosine, we usually start by using the power reduction identities. Means sine squared of x equals 1 minus cosine 2x over 2, and cosine squared of x equals 1 plus cosine 2x over 2. These formulas help us convert even powers into simpler expressions. After that, we simplify the integrand and then carry out the integration. For example, the integral of sine squared x dx equals the integral of 1 minus cosine 2x over 2 dx. Now I'll take the constant factor 1 over 2 outside the integral. So we have 1 over 2 times the integral of 1 minus cosine 2x dx. So we have 1/2 times the integral of 1 dx minus the integral of cosine 2x dx. So we have 1/2 times the integral of 1 dx equals x minus the integral of cosine 2x equals 1/2 sine of 2x plus c. So we have 1/2 times x, 1/2 times x minus 1/2 times negative 1/2 equals negative 1 over 4 sine of 2x plus c. Or the integral of cosine squared x. As you know, the integral of cosine squared x equals 1 plus cosine 2x over 2 dx, and again I'll take the constant factor 1/2 outside the integral. Means 1/2 times the integral of 1 plus cosine 2x dx. So we have 1/2 times the integral of 1 dx plus the integral of cosine 2x dx. And finally answer, we have 1/2 times the integral of 1 dx is x minus the integral of cosine 2x equals 1/2 sine of 2x plus c. So we have 1/2 x minus 1/2 times negative 1/2 equals 1 over 4 sine of 2x plus c. The integral of cosine to the 4th power of x dx equals the integral of cosine squared of x squared dx. So as you know, cosine squared x equals 1 plus cosine 2x over 2 whole square dx. So we have the integral of 1 plus cosine 2x whole squared over 2 squared equals 4 dx. Now let's move the constant 1 over 4 outside the integral. Means 1 over 4, the integral of 1 plus cosine 2x whole squared equals 1 plus 2 cosine 2x plus cosine squared of 2x dx. We use the algebraic identities because a plus b whole squared equals a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. A is 1 and b is cosine of 2x. So 1 plus 2ab, 2 times 1 times cosine of 2x plus b squared is cosine squared of 2x, right? So we have 1 over 4 times the integral of 1 dx plus the integral of 2 cosine 2x means 2 times the integral of cosine 2x dx plus the integral of cosine squared 2x dx, right? Equals 1 over 4 times the integral of 1 dx equals x minus 2 times the integral of cosine 2x equals 1 half sine of 2x plus the integral of cosine squared 2x. Look at this formula. Cosine squared x equals 1 plus cosine 2x over 2. So cosine squared of 2x equals 1 plus cosine of 4x over 2. So we have cosine squared of 2x equals 1 plus cosine of 4x over 2 dx, right? So we have 1 over 4 times x minus 2 times 1 half equals 1. So we have sine 2x plus 1 half is a constant. We can put it out of the integral. 1 half times the integral of 1 plus cosine of 4x dx, right? So we have 1 over 4 times x minus sine of 2x plus 1 half times the integral of 1 equals x plus the integral of cosine of 4x equals 1 over 4 sine of 4x plus c. So finally answer equals 1 over 4x minus 1 over 4 sine of 2x plus 1 over 4 times 1 half equals 1 over 8x plus 1 half times 1 over 4 equals 1 over 8 times 1 over 4 equals 1 over 32 sine of 4x plus c. It's very, very important. The integral of sine to the 4th power of x dx equals the integral of sine squared x whole squared dx. So we have the integral of sine squared equals 1 minus cosine 2x over 2 whole squared dx. And again we have the integral of 1 minus cosine 2x whole squared over 2 squared equals 4 over 4 dx. Now, since 1 over 4 is just a constant, we can pull it out of the integral. We have 1 over 4, the integral of 1 minus cosine 2x whole squared equals 1 minus 2 cosine of 2x plus cosine squared of 2x dx. Right? So we have 1 over 4, the integral of 1 minus 2 cosine of 2x plus cosine squared of 2x equals 1 plus cosine of 4x over 2 dx. Right? So we have 1 over 4 times the integral of 1 equals x minus 2 times the integral of cosine 2x equals 1 over 2 sine of 2x plus 1 over 2 times the integral of 1 plus cosine of 4x dx. So we have 1 over 4 times x minus 2 times 1/2 equals 1. So we have sine of 2x plus 1/2 the integral of 1 equals x plus the integral of cosine 4x equals 1 over 4 sine of 4x plus c. And finally answer equals 1 over 4x minus 1 over 4 sine of 2x plus 1 over 4 times 1/2 equals 1/8 times x plus 1/2 times 1 over 4 equals 1 over 8 times 1 over 4 equals 1 over 32 sine of 4x plus c.